Hello and welcome to Hammerfist on the Commodore 64, and this was developed by Vivid Image and released in 1990. And yeah, I remember when it came out, got quite a good review in most magazines. Zap gave it 90%, but and I was never actually able to get my hands on it back in the day. It's one of these games that when I eventually got round to playing it, I was rather a bit disappointed that I just couldn't make head or tail of it. Just zipping around the screen, I found it uncontrollable and baffling, and I kind of put it to one side, and I haven't looked at it for years. But I decided to take another look at it with fresher eyes, and here we are. So the aim of the game is that, well, I'll give you the scenario. The scenario is that in the future holograms are much more sophisticated and actually have physical form, and there's an evil corporation that specialises in creating hologram assassins and sort of taking over the world. And there are two assassins, namely Hammerfist and Metallicis, who have decided that they've had enough and they want to rebel against the holographic corporation, and is run by the Master. So the idea is that these two are going to break free from the undersea complex that they're based in, get to the surface and defeat the Master. So that's the scenario, and in the game you take control of either Hammerfist or Metallicis, and each has different capabilities. And the game takes place over 32 static screens, and on a C64 it's divided into 4 loads. And once you get to a load, you just stay on there, you don't have to reload the whole game, so that's quite a welcome feature. So let's get started. So we start off in the first screen, and at the minute we're playing Metallicis, who has no weapons as such. She can kick, and she can jump around the screen with this strange sort of flip. And at the top of the screen you can see there's a status panel. It's got the health for Metallicis on the left, and on the right is the health for Hammerfist. And if we push up on the joystick we can flip between the two. So Hammerfist he has a piston fist and a sort of laser. You can fire here, see firing there. You've got a limited amount of shots. If you look at the top left, it's flashing 45, that's the laser for Hammerfist. You can top that up by collecting the L power up, sort of orbs. The E power up orbs are energy, and depending on, I think most of them, especially the blue ones are, and the white ones I think, are ones that top up your currently selected character. I think the red ones top up both. It's worth flipping between characters sometimes just to top up the energy. The orbs only stay on the screen for a short amount of time, and if you don't pick them up, you get converted into energy for the Master. So in the middle of the screen you can see a white bar that's just sort of building up there, and a sort of sinister person in the middle there, that's the Master. And once that bar gets to maximum, the power-ups become unusable for a while until the power bar drops down again. All the power-ups you'll see will have a skull icon. It means you can't pick them up. So you've really got to try and pick up the power-ups if you can. Right, so anyway, what is the aim of the game? Well, the aim of the game is to really escape each screen, and the way to do that is normally it's by destroying something on the screen or various things. So it says security system breached at the top there. That means we can exit the screen now. Yeah, when I first started playing this, I thought, what is going on here? Just jumping about all over the place. Couldn't understand the controls. It's a very complicated control system. I mean, I would say it's well done for getting it all to work with a one-button joystick, but it doesn't, because you've still got to press the function keys. F3 turns on, selects no weapons for Hammerfist. F5 selects the piston fist. And F7 selects the laser. I think we're out of laser at the minute. Let's exit the screen onto the next one. Do with that laser, there we go. And well, you can either press, this is ridiculous, you can either press fire 3 times, that turns you to the screen, then you can either enter the screen or pull back to headbutt, which I've just done there. Or if you don't press fire 3 times, you can press the spacebar, and that does the same thing. So it is a rather complicated control system. So let's. So now I've got to get up to this ledge where that robot is. I need to destroy that enemy first. So each screen is sort of a puzzle. I mean, it's not a particularly hard puzzle. It's just just navigating your way around the screen and destroying the necessary part of the screen to further progress in the game. So I think if I destroy these consoles, yeah, there we go. Security system breached. And initially it seems quite frenetic and quite frustrating, all these enemies attacking you, but it doesn't take long to suss their attack patterns. And if I destroy this robot here, he always drops a laser, so you've got to suss which enemies drop which power-ups. So initially it seems like a fairly simplistic action game, but once you start playing it a bit more, there are some slight sort of strategic elements to the game. It's a bit more involved than it first appears, and it's actually quite cleverly designed. I'm just topping up my laser as much as possible because you need it for the next screen. So yeah, let's talk about the review here. So graphically, I think it's pretty smart. There's quite a lot of detail on each screen, and even though it looks quite drab, there's quite a lot of colour splashed about. It's strange, but I like the sort of drab look to the game because it suits the sort of suits the story of the game, the sort of post-apocalypse, sort of drab sci-fi story that the game has. Right, that's, I think we've maxed out on the laser now. Just select it, then we'll make our way to the screen. Do is enter the screen, and here we are on the next screen. We have to destroy this sort of monster on this screen to make progress. So you can see each screen has a different kind of challenge to it. It's just a case of learning attack waves, and it's trial and error really to figure out how to complete each screen. And if you don't like that sort of game, then you're not going to like this. It can get a bit repetitive. But once you've sussed a screen, it's pretty easy to complete it again on your next playthrough. So I think you're always going to make progress in the game whenever you play it. I must admit I haven't completed it yet. I think I'm quite away from completing it. It still offers quite a substantial challenge. Yeah. So yeah, graphically I think it's pretty good, even though it looks a bit drab in places. Sound-wise, I mean it's quite a good tune, but it's quite short. It starts to get annoying eventually, but it does add a bit of energy to the game. But you can press F1 to turn it off and turn on the sound effects. And the sound effects are okay, they do add a bit. It's just a case of yeah, the question mark power-ups, you have to shoot them first or kick them, and then they will turn into something else. Right, now I need to figure out how to jump. I think I just stand a bit here. Also, if there's an enemy in the way, it will stop you from getting up to the platform, but I've managed to do it okay. Yeah, 20 laser shots left, so you can see that I've used them quite a bit. So security system breached. What I'll do here, I'll make my way back so I can top up my laser. So just a little bit of backtracking at times. It's just makes the game a bit easier. So if you look at the power bars at the top of the screen, you can see Metallicis is looking quite healthy, but Hammerfist isn't. Yeah, if one of the holograms power levels drop to 0, then it will automatically switch to the other one until, and then it will slowly rise until there's enough energy to make it viable to control the other character. Yeah, I think the sound effects are fine. I mean, it would have been nice to have some sort of background hum or something just to add a bit of atmosphere. It's just the music gets repetitive eventually, but I think it's still quite well put together. Wally Beeben did the music. Used to go by the name of Hagar back in the day. That was his scene name. Right, I've got quite enough here. Could actually do some energy. And the enemy, they're okay. I mean, they show some level of sort of AI. You know, it's as much as can be expected in a game of this age. Some of them just blindly follow their sort of routine path along the level. Some of them will head straight for you. A bit like an Impossible Mission. They've got different sort of strategies. So yeah, when this came out in 1990, I think it came out at the same time as Turrican and Ninja Spirit, and those games are, you know, people are probably expecting sort of large scrolling areas, and this is quite from that sort of game. I think we'll go back a bit. It's a bit easier to get energy for this in this level. I think all the animation's pretty good and all the characters. I mean, sometimes I think maybe a couple more frames of animation would have been better for Catalysis here. Yeah, I'll probably do. So I've got to get back up. There we go. I think I have to go to the next screen. It's just a matter of trying to suss out what you have to destroy. Well, in this case I think we just have to just smash the door down. So I'm glad I actually gave this another go. I've been quite enjoying playing it over the past few days. It's been quite a... Oh, you swine. It's been a bit of a learning curve. It can get a bit repetitive, as well, I suppose a lot of beat 'em ups do. And at its heart, I suppose it is a beat 'em up. It's just a slightly more sort of thoughtful beat 'em up. And that's not a bad thing. I think that's to be commended. So it says it's breached, so I think we can... I don't think this is the way, I think there's just a screen here that lets us get more power fists. Unless we pass through this screen at the bottom on the way out, but there's no way to get to it from here. Right, F5. Right, there we go. Go to the next screen. That's about as far as I can get, I think. I think it's almost game over anyway. So So Master active at the top there, so now I can't pick up any power-ups until that timer runs out. So yeah, that's Hammerfist for you. I think it's a pretty smart game. It's quite well designed. Initially it doesn't look that impressive. Gameplay is, yeah, it's a bit confusing initially until you get used to the control system, which is, once you get used to it, it's not too bad, but it's quite ambitious. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm not sure how we get out of this screen. I need to suss this one out. This might be as far as I've got in the game. I've only been playing it a short while, really. Okay, I must have to destroy those lights. Did that help? I don't know. Ah, security camera. Yes. I think we're in. There we go. Oh, I think that's we can use that terminal to top up our energy, I think. Yes. That's useful. I think you've got to make sure you don't exceed. So. Don't think I can top up. Oh, I can, there we go. So I'm glad I, oops. Ah. Yeah. I'm glad I didn't review this game initially, because I just didn't like it when I first played it. So, but now I've given it a bit more time. I'm really quite enjoying it. What do we do here? Nope, don't want to do that. This looks challenging. Okay. So it goes up when we're one character and down when we're the other. This looks well difficult. Oh, come on! Oh, I thought I was going to make it there. Right, so that's Hammerfist for you. I'll give it 8 out of 10. I think it's quite a good game. It definitely needs quite a bit of persistence to get the most out of it, but I think it's worthwhile. I just need to play it a bit more. There we go. Eight out of 10 for Hammerfist, and see you in the next video.